Welcome back to another belated system exploration video. Sort of, anyway. I don't think I have ever made a video of this. It would have had a system exploration, a couple years ago, that I just never got around to finishing. I'm not really sure, but I don't even think I've powered this thing on ever to see if it actually worked. Actually, I take that back. This would have never had a system exploration video because this motherboard came along long after I'd had this case. This case originally had a Pentium 4 system in it. And now it has a Pentium 3. I think. Again, I don't actually know what that is. This is an Asus P3B-F motherboard, which, coincidentally enough, I ended up with the user's manual and the driver's CD for, just completely by accident from someplace else. So that's kind of neat. But I don't think I've ever powered this on. So we're gonna find out today, I guess, if it actually happens to work, which I hope it does, because it would kind of suck if it didn't. It's my only slot CPU board that I have. And I skipped out on getting another one because I assumed this one would work. I didn't really have the space for the second one at the time anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. In fact, I'm going to, before I do anything else, I want to see if it'll work. So that is precisely what we're going to do. I'm going to plug it in and power it up and see what it does. Now, I do think that the heatsink fan, is bad, so I'm probably going to have to replace that at some point. I don't have one handy right now, so I can't really replace it now. Oh, I need to put an Ethernet card in this machine too, don't I? It does not have Ethernet. So I just hit the power switch. If it's got a green standby LED, I don't see one. See what happens. Where's the power? Pure silence. Is it actually working? Well, it turned off. I think the case power switch is a little messed up. It's on again. And then it's off. Something tells me... Oh, I do have a standby LED. Which keeps turning on and off. I wonder if I've got a dead power supply. Yeah, the CPU fan is no good, but I think I might have a dead power supply. Oh, here it goes. Delete, enter setup. Okay. Install memory 608 megabytes? What on earth? That's odd. So everything's set to automatic. Do I have a floppy cable hooked up? I do. So, yeah, that CPU fan will need to be replaced. I just hope that it doesn't overheat too badly. Screwing around with it like this. What does it say? Yeah, 77 degrees. That's kind of a bit hot. I'm gonna see if I can find a fan for this. Well, darn it, I don't have a fan that'll actually work on this, so I guess hopefully it will live long enough for me to do this. Okay, so I did go ahead and install a new fan. It's not the right size. It's a 40mm fan, and I need a 50mm fan. So I just kind of got it in place with friction fit right now. So, is it even working? I bet probably not. Yeah, probably not. It's still running like 80 degrees. Heh. Which is pretty bad. It's there. I also put a new CMOS battery in it because it needed one. So I'm going to set this up the way that it's supposed to be set up. And we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and replace this optical drive. This is just a CD burn. Actually, it's a burner. I thought it was only a CD-ROM. Interesting. Who manufactured it? Hitachi LG. But I need a DVD, so I've got the Sony drive that I hope works. I bet I'll probably find that it does not. So, I need the CD audio. It's pretty easy to plug in. This should be my secondary IDE. It's the only drive on that chain. But it's still jumpered for master. I can't stand cable select. Because some systems do cable select their own way. And there's no real way of knowing which way any particular given system is going to do it. So, now I need a hard drive. And for that, I'm going to use this handy 40 gigabyte drive. So, go ahead and we'll put that somewhere. Guess it doesn't really matter where it goes. Oh, there's a fan on the front of the... Oh, no, there isn't a fan in the front of the case. But if I, with that fan there, that grill, I can't install the thing where it needs to go. So that was kind of stupid on part of whoever built this case. I think it's jumper... Yeah, it's jumpered for master. Or single drive, which is the way that it's going to be in this system. So it just needs to be cabled up. If I can actually find the cables. Those are SATA cables, I can't use those. This is a newer power supply. Might swap it out later with a Sparkle Power or something like that. But now we've got drives, so we should be able to power the machine up. It's going to turn on basically immediately. Beep. I don't understand why it's got like 608 megabytes of memory. How that's possible. Let's see if there's anything on this hard drive. Now there is. Sort of. Unless it's just locked up on me. If I didn't mention what I have already, this is an Asus P3B-F motherboard. With what I've determined is a Pentium 3 600 MHz CPU, 600 megabytes of RAM for some odd reason. I think it's supposed to be 640. It's got a 40 gig hard drive in it now. Now, let's see. This is what we're going to try and install. And being the dork that I am, I forgot to plug in a mouse. So that isn't going to go very well. So I'm going to put the side panel back on this thing, and I guess I'll install a mouse. Well, I think as you can clearly see, this is not Haiku operating system. This is Windows 98. I gave up trying to get that to load on this. So, I guess we'll see if Windows 98 will actually work. Listen to that optical drive. Sounds like crap. I bet it's going to want a product key here in a second. Obviously, I read that very carefully. Yep. Okay, so installing drivers has apparently just been a total bust because even though I've got the Sound Blaster Live disc, I guess it's not the right Sound Blaster Live disc for a Sound Blaster Live sound card. Oh, Creative. Actually, it's probably not Creative's fault, it's probably Windows. You know, Windows 98 being ridiculous as it usually is. And the USB ports, they work, but it doesn't seem to like the USB sticks, so I don't know. I'm not wasting any more time on this. I think it's kind of stupid that it took this long to get to this point, so you can shut it down and call it good. It works. What more do you want?